I think I'm going to get a haircut today just so I look good for baby Jesus. All right. And Santa's coming. Santa's coming to trick little kids into falling for the trick of capitalism. If you're good, you get a present. That's what we teach our kids. How awful is that?
A few years ago, I did a whole 10-minute segment on how fucked the idea of Santa Claus is, and it's just about control. And there's millions of people around the world that don't have the money or the ability to get presents for their kids, and we're like, well, that means the kids should know they're not loved and they've been bad. But I also I'm Jewish, and also my dad's Christian, so I grew up with Christmas and everything, and I fucking loved Santa when I was growing up. Loved it.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like we talk about this a lot on the show. It is. I mean, the birth of Christmas comes probably from Europe or whatever, but of course, again, in America and in Western nations that celebrate it, the idea on the surface, what a lovely, fun idea. This big jolly man comes down and he gives you toys and you make him cookies. I mean, like as a kid, that was such a fun, exciting
A
fantasy.
body positivity moment.
Yes, it was really just, and it was like the magic and wonder of being a kid where you'll just believe fun fantasies and stuff like that. But then of course, if you really, when it's used as this, like, if you better be good or you don't get presents, it's like, it's really, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. And then it also teaches children at a pretty young age, hey, we're like the people you look up to as having the truth will lie to you at times because they feel like it.
I know. And then when you find out there's no Santa, it's so crushing. It is just like,
it's both crushing and bizarre. You're like, hold on, you're telling me everybody got together and was like, we're gonna lie to these kids?
yeah. Especially like when I was the youngest of 4. So there was a time when everyone knew it was fake except me. My whole family was in on scamming little Graham. I mean, it was like, that's when I started my distrust of everybody. I was like, oh, all right. So everybody's in on it. Like, okay. And it was like a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.